Iced coffee from Dunkin' Donuts on my way over here. It's in the car now. I'm
Like,
okay. I just, and on our challenge, and
Hey guys, I have the China girls here today. This is Mom, this is Tamara.
hello.
You guys all introduce yourself.
I'm Libby. I'm the baby girl. Whitney, middle.
So I met Tamara first
Yes.
through a mutual friend of ours, Miss Julia.
yes, ma'am.
Yeah, and you've done some of my challenges before. The girls did, they all did a challenge together. Have y'all done more than one together?
I think we only did one
Just
together.
the one
Just
together? Okay. And then I've trained them just a couple of times here at the gym.
Yes.
So I basically just wanted to bring them on today because one, they're super cute and adorable and I love them to death. I love watching all of y'all's fitness stuff. Like, they're about it. They're all about it. They want to learn about it. They're curious. You know, y'all do you do the damn thing. You know what I mean? Like, am I right?
Yes.
We try. Yeah. So I just think there's different stories that people have that are super important, and so we're just gonna talk to them today a little bit about stuff. So, how far apart are you guys?
11 months, 2 weeks,
Okay.
6 days.
So that's what I thought.
They didn't have to
we're
break
very
all.
close.
They didn't have
No,
to
we
break
did.
all
We
that.
have down to the T. Yes.
You had to work hard when they were little.
Okay.
So you guys are always like, you seem like you're best friends, like you're
Oh,
doing
yes.
stuff
For
together.
sure. Oh, yes.
Yeah. So whenever you guys started thinking more about your health and working out and stuff like that, how did that come about?
Really, it came about, well, for me, it was more visual, not looking at yourself and not liking how you look. So that was more so me. And then also, the older you get, the more you think about health problems. So you become more aware of blood pressure, diabetes, because diabetes is on both sides of our family, and then blood pressure. So that's what kind of pushed us. And then this is my motivator, because I'll stop running in a heartbeat. But more so for me, it was more learning about, I did not like what I saw in myself, and then becoming more aware of health issues that can come about with us getting older and more issues coming.
Yeah, for me, I was always the plus size child. I'm not just like ashamed to say, but at the age of about like 10, I was in like 5th grade, so whatever that age was, I was 280. So I'm proud to say, like, I've obviously come down a lot from that, but that motivated me because obviously, you know, in school, you get picked on.
Yes.
You can get picked on for being big, small, like whatever.
Yes.
But obviously I got picked on for being larger, so that motivated me. Right there was one thing. Just hearing like in the African American race, like she said, like high blood pressure, like cholesterol, diabetes, all that is very high. We do add sugar, salt, and everything. So that helped to want to prevent that and not let it stop me and say that it's just genetics or, you know, I'm automatically going to get it just because I'm African American.
Right.
Because I can prevent that.
As an excuse. Yeah.
I can prevent that. So yes, I am still larger, but I've gone to the doctor. She said I don't have diabetes. I don't have high cholesterol. I don't have anything of that because she says I still work out. I still try to eat better. I eat my donuts. Like in the morning, I eat the damn thing.
Yes.
So I still do that. I do drink. That's going to be my struggle right now. But other than that, like I'm getting my confidence too.
Yeah.
The more I see like certain areas shed or certain areas I know I need to work on, or like I said, like they motivate me too, especially with like she kills it in the gym, and then like or we'll motivate each other like, hey, do you really need that? You know, you just worked out super hard, you know, all week. Do you really need that? You know, you're really trying, you're doing better.
Yeah.
And we try to motivate my mom, you know, try to get her. We don't give up on her.
Yeah.
She don't give up on us either.
Yeah.
You know, she'll be, you know, she's proud of us and stuff. So hearing those words encouraging also helps. So having a good support system
Yeah.
helps to
Support system.
lose weight and motivate and not feel like, well, are you sure you want that? Or like, you know, just eat it and just tomorrow get back on it.
Yes,
So,
absolutely. I always tell people that having just accountability people around is such a huge factor because when you're in an environment with people that are trying to do the same thing that you are, it's just easier for one. and it becomes like your new normal, you know. So if you have people around you all the time that are telling you, or that are just, they kind of pick on you for trying to be healthy,
Yeah.
you know,
Yes.
like that's a real thing too.
Yes.
And so and when you're younger, you kind of want to fit in a little bit sometimes, and so you might end up making like choices based on just trying to not cause a scene or whatever.
Yes.
And it's not you causing the scene, it's them causing the scene, but it still happens, right? Yeah. So I know that you guys are always like trying to motivate each other. So what do you think about them like having this like
They're amazing.
attitude?
I am so proud of them. We just, oh my goodness, we have so much of a history behind us. Honestly, I didn't have a weight issue as a child. I'm an emotional eater, and I can admit that now.
Mm-hmm.
And it started, I would say, like in my late 20s. Started having children. Had these 2 back to back. We don't need to count those. And then at the time, my husband worked swing shift, 3rd shifts and whatnot, and I was home with 3 kids. And active in PTA, room mother, cooking snacks, cooking treats. And then just realized I wasn't happy. My marriage fell apart.
Mm-hmm.
Went through divorce, moved up here, had single mother, 3 kids, 1 in elementary,
Mm-hmm. Which is
1 in
stressful.
middle, 1 in high
Yes.
school, a new job. And food is just a comfort zone.
Yes.
And where I work at Verizon Wireless, how they reward you, there's
Food.
pizza,
Potluck.
Yes.
Good old
there's
potluck.
donuts.
Yeah.
And then before you realize it, the scales start telling the truth, but you or I am still in denial, and you just go from zip-up pants to stretch pants
Mm-hmm.
to yoga pants to
Yes.
sweatpants. And you know, on the outside, you can tell everybody, you know, oh, I'm okay,
Yeah.
you know, I'm not worried about it. And on the inside, hope you're just dying.
Oh,
Mhm.
And our good friend Jewel,
Yes,
Um,
Julia. Hey, Julia.
she
Yeah,
invited me
shout
out. And I don't want to call out a lot of people, but there are so many people
Oh,
that have, they would call and ask me to go places, Hope, and I would say no, you know, make up excuses.
Yeah.
I have something to do. I'm sitting home on the couch. I'm not doing anything. I just don't feel like I'm attractive enough when I dress up. I don't even do makeup anymore. I just feel like I just really let myself go.
Right.
And but I can't give up the eating.
Yeah.
I know what my problem is, but I got an iced coffee from Dunkin' Donuts on my way over here. It's in the car now. I'm on
You
camera.
can't do
Feel about yourself. I have been there too. I'm not your size. It's not your size.
Mhm.
It's mental. It's a mental game. And you know this.
Mhm.
Because you just said, like, I'm
Yes.
up here and then I'm down here.
Mhm.
And that's the issue. The food is not the issue. The food is the result of the issue. And it's how you're dealing with the issue. You know what I mean?
It is, but Hope, like, I'm gonna give you some prime examples. We have Bruno Mars tickets. My ankle was hurting, and really it was hard to walk on it. But you know, my biggest fear of going to concerts like that is where you're sitting and you're squeezed into
Oh,
those
yeah.
little seats.
They are small,
When
though.
you're trying to get up, you gotta go up and down the steps. It's just, I'm always concerned about getting to where I'm going and what's it gonna be like when you get there. Even if you're going to a restaurant, can you fit into the booth? Can you
yes.
sit at that table?
Yeah.
Instead of just enjoying on the reason why you're going out
Mhm.
and, you know, fellowshipping with people, I'm just like, I'm totally the opposite. My mind is always worried about, you know, something else. And I'm just like, oh my gosh.
You can't. You
Mm-mm.
cannot do that. Like, I mean, we all struggle with that. Shoot, I
Yeah.
still struggle. That's why, y'all, I'm in a t-shirt, but you won't because I have like really bad arm fat. And I'm just like, no, I mean, like, I'm being serious. Like, I'm so embarrassed to show that part of me. But like, when people say, you know, you're beautiful, like, you know, you have to embrace what you are. And the most important people tell me is that you're working on it. You know,
Yes.
you're working on it. Like, don't
Yes.
harp on yourself. If you're working on it, you're not sitting at home. You're not doing, like, you're truly trying to
Yeah.
go out and, like,
So
better
y'all
yourself.
tell me what you think is the difference between y'all's mental process about it and your mom's mental process. Just because, like, y'all, when she's talking about her thing,
Mhm.
I can tell it's a totally different mental
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
battleground than when y'all talk about it. it's different on your faces. So
Yes.
like, talk to me what you think that difference is.
Okay, I was just gonna say, for me, I can't experience what she's went through.
Mm-hmm.
Like I have like my own like situation going on. Like I'm not afraid to say like I have a girlfriend, and so that was hard. I had to tell her, I had to tell my dad, I had to tell my family. So it was a lot of me hiding myself, and so I would hide, and like sometimes like I would eat, or like I would become an emotional eater, or I'll get like really sad and depressed because I'm like, I'm not happy. I don't like hiding. Like I don't like being who I am. So that, I guess I can't relate to, because I've not been married, never been divorced. Like I don't know what happened, I don't know what went on.
Yeah.
So I can't tell her suck it up and get over it, because I haven't been through that.
Mm-hmm.
I can't tell her put down the. I mean, I can tell her put down the food, and like let's go walk instead, or
Yeah,
let's
she
talk
does.
about it.
And she
I'm
does.
like, and that's what I'm saying. Like we all have issues. Like we all have separate issues that we hold in that we don't tell each other. Like I have stuff that they may not know.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, they have stuff that I don't know about, and that's the issue with. I guess not. I'm not gonna say it's. I think a lot of women are like that,
Mm-hmm.
where we hold in. We don't want to tell each other. Like we want to know that we're all struggling, but we don't want to tell our stories as to why
Yes.
We want to be perfect.
Yes.
we want to be perfect,
Yeah.
but we don't want to say, hey, like I'm hurting because of my divorce, or I'm hurting because
My parents.
my,
passed away.
yeah,
Mhm.
like
Yeah.
I'm like we don't say that. We just kind of hold back. We hide through social media. I believe social media is a huge impact, because we see everybody posting all these pictures and how they're all so perfect. Unless you're Hope, because Hope will post, hey, but you see that you work hard. Like you even say like you have stuff going on with you that like we may not know about.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like if we all share our stories, we can help each other.
Yes.
Like truly, like
Yeah.
I believe. I mean, I'm not gonna say therapy don't work, but you got friends for free.
Yes.
Just call somebody, be like, hey, I just need to talk. Like I'm going through this, and this, and if they don't give you a positive,
Mm-hmm.
let them go. That's
Yes.
not a true person to you. You need somebody to be like, you know what? I hate that you're going through this. We can work through it together.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and that's what we need as, that's just my outlook. on
Yeah, I feel like I have some clients that have totally embraced this, and I love it, because they'll walk in the door and they'll say, I stopped at Julia's last night, I ate the whole pink box, and I'm
Yes.
still here, and we're gonna do it. And it's like they can just let it go.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But if they would have eaten the pink box and then either called out
Yeah.
or come in here and not said a word, just sweat it out, not tell me why they don't have any energy,
Yes.
all that stuff. They're gonna walk out, they're gonna carry that with them for the rest of the day, probably go back to Julia's
Right.
again.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
But when they leave it, when they get it out and leave it, it's like they can continue on. And I'm that way too. Like I feel better if I just say, hey,
I did it.
I ate this or that,
Yes.
or I didn't go to, and I can let it go after that. And also it helps when people, I know there's certain things like I posted a video about, having an eating disorder, and for my whole life, that burdened me heavily, and it made the eating disorder continue, but when I spoke about it and people come out of the woodworks telling you that they have the same thing, it just like it falls off of you, and so like for you, I know being a single mom in your time, which is my time too, because I was pregnant at 16, I carried that burden. I was I spent a large majority of my life trying to prove that I was
Amen.
better than that, and I was going to prove to everybody that I was still smart, and I went to law school, didn't even want to do that, but I did it. I finished it. I got finished. I still didn't understand why I still didn't feel better about myself, because I was still trying to prove to everybody else. So like those are the things I feel like we have to deal with before we get freedom from food. I mean, does that make sense?
Oh,
Or
it does.
ring a bell or
Because
anything?
I'm not too far from you. I was pregnant at 21, and then instead of finishing school and My parents were supportive. My mother was very supportive, but my father about had a heart attack when he found out. He said, "I'm standing over here looking at you like I'm standing in my grave," and that hurt me.
Yeah.
And then they got sick, and I brought them up here, and then I had to put them in a nursing home because I couldn't take care of them.
Mm-hmm.
I have so much.
You do, don't you? Don't you? But that's where I feel like the work needs to be done.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Agreed.
Mentally.
Because it's not about a diet anymore. It's not about a macro.
Yeah.
The carbs,
You know,
that Dunkin' Donuts.
Yes. It's not about that either. Like, go drink the damn thing. Like, go get it, bring it in here. Like,
Yeah.
that's not what the problem is.
Mhm.
You know. And we're afraid to deal with that.
Yes.
We're afraid, one, to say that we feel weak or whatever, you know, because I know single moms, and I've been in that situation too, and I have a lot of friends that are single moms, and they get this identity on them that they have to be tougher than fucking nails.
Yes.
And you are, because you did it, but it also like builds all these walls around you, and it doesn't allow you to be who you are really, you know. Because I think it's another one of those I'm proving myself. I'm proving I can raise these kids. I can do this by myself. I can, you know, I can be the broom mom too. On top of all that, good gosh,
Yeah.
that's a lot.
And work 40 hours.
Yeah. So I feel like when I look at you two in comparison to your mom, you guys don't have the momentum of a long period of life behind you. So you have your issues just like other people do, but you got introduced somehow, whether that was going to school, whether you got somebody, whether it was social media or whatever, somebody planted the health seeds in you guys. You got educated on it somehow, right? And so that's gonna stop that momentum of life controlling the health aspect of it. Does that make sense?
Yes.
So like Tamara and like me for a long time, I had a bunch of momentum. Like I just had a momentum of not great things and not knowing how to deal with it, you know, or being open to dealing with it. So I feel like what I want to learn from you guys is when you have the moment when you're like, I don't want to show my arms or whatever.
Yeah, it's there.
Yeah.
So like something is different about the switch in your brain than it is your mom's brain.
Yes.
So like, what is that?
About like when I want to show certain body part or when I don't at times?
When you don't. So like when you have your moment of I'm not worthy or I'm not good enough or whatever.
Normally that comes from either a few days of eating bad and you know you get that gut like I did not need all that food. And so that's on your mind. Yes, so I say that's on my mind at that moment. So then I'll put on the outfit and I'm like, I just really don't know. I don't like how I look. And then here she comes.
Yeah.
You look good though. You need to wear it. But if I don't see it, of course I won't wear it. But normally that's how it comes. Now let me kill the game. Monday through Friday, killing the workouts every morning. I'm at the gym every morning. But every morning I'm at the gym and I'm like, oh yes, this outfit looks good because I ate well. But it's just when I eat bad is when my mentality changes on how I look. I feel like one bad meal's gonna throw me off.
Yeah, and that's a fact. She can work out all week long, and then I don't know if I should be saying this on camera.
You know what? We can cut it.
Because Friday
Oh,
she was in
yes.
the mall.
Oh,
I
yes.
know you on that work.
Okay.
Anyway,
We gonna cut that out.
but no, she was dressed to the T just to go to the mall. She said, "Oh, I'm just walking around. I'm gonna walk all around."
I
this
wore
mall."
my 8-inch heels. I wore the heels and everything, like, cause I felt good. I killed it that week. Went to the gym, been doing my HIIT workouts, like everything. So I felt fine. But what will change me from showing a certain body part is how I ate either earlier that day or the day before. That I don't know what's in this food, but it will mess with my head horribly to where I would change a whole outfit. I'm like, I just feel this food right now. I know I gained about 10 pounds. I'm changing, and that's what will
That
change
is a
me.
reality for
And
a
see,
lot of
and that's
people.
what will change me. if
Yeah.
I-
Okay, so let's like keep going with that. So
Mhm.
so that happened, right?
Yes.
And you don't wear the outfit, you put your sweatpants on or whatever it is.
Mhm.
Okay, so is it the next day or is it like days later that you come out of this, or is it like
Normally next day, sometimes even that day, once Libya boosts me
Yeah.
into it a little bit,
Yeah.
it's just that motivation that gets you back. Like, shit hit you up. You had one meal.
Yeah.
You kicked it all week doing it great. You look fine in outfits. And sometimes I will still wear it. But if I do change it, it'll just be something a little thinner. But either way, either that day or the next day, I'm back. I'm cool
Yeah.
again. It's,
Yeah.
it's just, I just have
so
to
you use
understand.
like the fuel of your 90-10%,
Yes.
consistency
Yes.
gets you back on track.
Yes, I will
Yeah.
get back on it in a heartbeat. I'm like, oh
Yeah.
no, and since that stomach coming, nope,
Right.
come on.
And she
Gotta
really-
cut
she
back.
feels it every morning in the gym, and hope I have no excuse. They call me.
I call
they
her every
text
day.
me. They're like, Mama, are you coming tomorrow? This one, I'm on my way home. Are we walking today?
Literally.
I mean, and I have oodles of support.
I even got up at 4:30 in the morning to work out with her so she can be back in
on
work.
me. And I just don't like to work out.
It's so
It's
fun.
Like,
It's a stress
I
reliever.
just do not like to work out. I don't want to walk. I don't want to lift weights.
It's the sweat that gets me. That's what keeps me pumping.
when
Sweat.
we did the challenge before and you were losing weight, I think you were even working out a little bit. You felt good. I could tell
I
the change in
do.
yourself.
And you were
Right
eating
now.
food.
Yes,
I think
were
you had
eating
what,
a
like
lot.
2,300 calories. It was
Yes.
something like I'm talking
You
about
were
chocolate.
eating, you were losing weight, and I'm not lying. You were happy. I mean, like I said, you
It
could have
is
been
fat.
hot,
It's fat.
but you were
It's fat.
happier. I could tell.
And I have more energy.
Yes.
Yes.
And
Most
then I don't
importantly.
know what happens, and I love working from home, but I don't know if it's the best thing for me sometimes.
Yeah, super isolating.
Yes.
Yeah, and it allows you to kind of get in that like wormhole of like the mental thing that goes on with you. Yeah,
Edit this whole. It's somebody that don't even shower. I mean, it's that bad.
I'm right here with you sometimes. I work from home. I tell people all the time, like I have to leave this house, like I have to get out of here because like it's getting bad. I've had too much dry shampoo in my hair.
It's like on the couch, or she'll call me.
I'll
say,
call
"Mama,
you.
What are you doing?
Exactly.
What are
Get
you
up.
doing?"
I'm like, you can walk 30
Yeah.
minutes by
She
now.
could
She just said,
I tell her every day on
walk
lunch, you
Get
can
up
walk.
and
Yeah.
walk.
Yeah.
And then here I come with excuses. Well,
My ankle.
Literally.
She'll throw that ankle at me.
No,
Oh my
It's always
goodness.
the ankle.
It's
And
always
the knee cartilage. I had the
Oh,
heart
that
attack. I'm like,
cartilage.
okay, but you got to work to build it.
so I'm laughing, but I'm crying on
I
the
know,
inside. I'm laughing here.
I know.
No,
But it's
seriously,
the
but it's
truth.
fair.
Like,
Yes,
y'all can
it's
joke
true.
about it right now,
No,
but
it's
I know
true.
y'all have times when y'all are frustrated with her. And
All the
Yes,
time.
all the time.
All the
Yes.
time.
All the
because they
time.
love you.
And my son is
Yeah.
the same
Oh,
way.
yes.
He'll text me, "Good morning, Mama. What are you doing today?" "I'm heading to the gym. Are you heading to the gym?"
Literally.
I tell you every morning about this water. About
Yes,
water.
have
You
water.
every morning. Good morning. You drink your water? Like
Every morning.
Mhm.
Every morning, Hope. Not every other
You
morning.
are blessed for
Every
that.
morning.
for
She has
sure.
clear skin.
You know, I'm
and
gonna
she
start
won't
passing
drink
my.
water.
I'm gonna forward my text to you and see how blessed you can be. Okay, all right, Hope. Here's the morning.
Yeah, that drives me crazy.
Yeah, every morning. I'm like, you need to have 16 ounces down by now. 7 o'clock.
But I think it's better to have people who care about you and want you to do better than
Yes.
somebody who's like, oh, well, you know, whatever.
She's grown.
She's
She's grown now.
literally. That's why I'm
Yeah.
like, I get in my head, I'm like, you know what, I'm just gonna leave it alone because she's getting on my nerves, she's frustrating me. But I'm like, at the end of the day, this is my mother. Like, I want her to do better. I want her to be here. I want her to see me have kids. Like, I want her to be at my wedding. Like, I want her to take trips, you know, and I don't want her health to be the reason why she's gone. You
Right.
know, if
That's
we
true.
can prevent that,
Yes.
we can prevent that right here, right now. My grandparents,
In
child, they
shape.
were sticks.
In
Both
shape.
of them.
Like I
Like,
said, it's not hereditary for me.
It's
honey.
not.
My mama was a soaking wet 118 her whole
Yes.
life.
Really?
If
It
she
was-
saw themselves
it
getting
was
big, they come back to
active.
the
Okay.
table. Yeah.
Daddy said, "I see myself getting big. I'm not eating no more." But they were active.
Yes.
I mean, literally, they were running outside with these kids. Mm-hmm. I don't know. I don't know where I got it from.
I just think it's just a pattern of it's just a mental thing. You
And
know.
I don't want to pass it down to them, so I'm happy that they do work out, and I do try to support them. They got their little watches and all that good stuff. We got to keep them going.
Yes.
Yes.
It's just, I don't know. I need help, Hope.
But one thing I did have to step away from was the scale.
Oh,
The scale
yes.
messes
Will
with me
make you
mentally,
sad.
honestly.
Yes,
Like,
it will.
if I can see inches coming off and that scale doesn't move,
Yes.
it,
makes you
that's the
so
type of
mad.
feeling
And that's
that
that's a real thing where it can literally change your mindset in one second. You
Yes.
step on, like you're feeling
Yes.
badass. Like you're like, I'm a
I
badass.
know I lost 10
And you
pounds.
step on that scale and you're like, I'm not going anywhere.
Yes.
Let me take these eyelashes
Yes,
off.
I'm done with it. Never, I'm not eating anything else healthy. You just forget it.
And so that's one thing we
Have
both
to.
had to. We don't touch our scale. We still have it,
Yeah.
of course. I'm
Yeah.
not throwing it away.
But
But we honestly had to back away from it. It was messing with us mentally really
Yeah.
bad.
both of us, yeah,
Mhm.
because I struggled too. My thing for like trying to help me lose was not talking bad about you, mother, but my mom plays with my arm fat a lot. And yes, I laugh, but on the inside, it really hurts my feelings.
Mhm.
And
You don't want me to touch the armpit?
no, I don't want you to touch the arm
No,
fat.
I'm
It's,
not-
see, this is what she does, guys. This is what she does.
She'll,
It's like
She's
I'm
still
laughing.
gonna add a love, but
But
makes
I
you-
know, but it's like, okay, if she sees it as that, what is the world seeing it as? You know?
Right,
And I know I
right.
shouldn't care about what the world thinks, but you can't
It's a
help
real
it. You
thing,
can't-
yeah.
So that's why I do wear my long sleeve shirts, or like I am truly trying, because like I have muscle,
Yes,
like
you
right
do.
here, but I'm
Yeah.
struggling with the underarm part.
Mhm.
So that is, yeah.
That's
and-
frustrating because, like, I know a lot of people that are, way overweight and then they
Yes.
lose weight and then they have the skin,
Yes.
issue. It's like, that is so frustrating because you're like, I have busted my ass,
Yes.
to do this, and now I'm still not happy with this body.
Mhm.
Yeah, so that's a real thing. It's hard to.
That's how I feel about like my thighs too. Like I work so hard on my thighs. I take the steps every day at work, unless it's like I'm not feeling good, then I won't. And we're on the 6th floor, so it's like 12. If you go up, then you got to go up. That's 1. So it's like I'm doing like a lot every day. And I've been there since September.
Mhm.
So it's like I'm trying with that. Like I got a bike now, so like I'm trying to do the bike, and I'm trying to juggle school and work, family, relationship. Like it's a lot.
Yeah.
And that will make me want to like eat, like, just fuck it. I'm like, I'm just
Tired.
So it's like, I'm
Yeah.
trying to literally live my life through everybody else. And that's something else we have to stop doing, is trying to live
please
my life.
everybody.
Yeah.
Because for the longest, I was trying to please my mom. Like for the longest, like, I know I never told her that. Because like, you don't want to tell somebody you're trying to live your life for them.
Yeah.
But I was, and then I finally had to back away and be like, okay, Libby, what is going to make you happy?
Mhm.
Like, yes, I check on her, yes, I still see her, but at the end of the day, I go home and I'm like, because I'm exhausted, and I will still go over there and hang out with her. And then I have to get up at 5 o'clock in the morning. And then, like, it was a routine, and I was like, I can't keep doing this. Like, I'm mentally, physically, emotionally, like, I'm
Yes.
drained.
Yeah.
And then, like, I wouldn't see or do anything else that I need to do for myself. Like, I would still have to go home and do my schoolwork, or still have to go home and meal prep, like, still have to go home and do, and then go to bed like 10, then I'm cranky the next day.
Yeah.
Gotta get my sleep. So
Yes.
it was like a never ending cycle that I was like, Libby, you have to put yourself first. And when I started putting myself first, I feel like our relationship is still good. I
Yes.
still talk to her every single day. I still
I'm
check
not
on
talking
her.
to you anymore if I can't touch your arm.
Yes, I feel like honestly, like it got better, So, and then like with her, like she motivates me too. Like she gets up before I do. I have to go to work. She comes in my room.
She's a morning
Yes.
I get off at 11 o'clock at night, and I'm up at 5 o'clock.
No.
Get to the gym.
On
Yeah.
purpose.
Get to the gym.
On
Yeah.
purpose. And I'm like a zombie
Like,
trying to
she
get in the
didn't have
shower.
to.
No.
No, I'm like, you have plenty of time to go to the gym.
No, it's that
So-
morning workout's a different feeling right
Yeah.
there.
It sets the tone for your whole day. doesn't it?
Yes.
But seeing her like change too motivates me, because like she looks so good. Like she got the thighs I want, but I have to stop that too. I have to stop comparing
Yes.
myself to her.
Yes.
And she has to stop like comparing to herself to me, because like she wants my stomach, I want her thighs.
Mhm.
And it's just like we decided to motivate each other. She'll be like, hey, this is what I'm doing for my thighs. I'm like, hey, this is what I'm doing for my stomach. And I was like, was my stomach running? She don't like to run.
Oh, I can't even run.
But I'm like, you can even walk, because I would walk with my wrap on, and I notice a difference. I know a lot of people say it don't work. It works for me, y'all. Okay. So it may not work for everybody, but and that's what I tell her. So we all just motivate each other. Like even though like she don't do anything, she does. She's gotten a lot better about motivating us. She'll be like, you know what? Yes, you weren't always,
You're positive.
Yeah,
You're
you've gotten a lot positive, because you used to be very negative, and that bothered me too. Because you don't want to see somebody you love being so negative and being so down and sad all the time. Because it's like, okay, I know I can't change it,
Right.
But at the same time, every time I call you, I'm not trying to hear these excuses.
Yeah.
You know, like I just want you to do, like I want you to go out. Because she does, like she'll be like, yeah, you know, so want me to go hang out with them. Why are you telling me that? Why are you not hanging out with them? Because that's what you need. Like you need a good
Right.
social
social
interaction.
Yes.
Yes.
Like you
Because
need that.
Social
interaction.
we do.
Yes,
we
you
need that
do.
stuff. Yeah. Yeah. I know that for me, the mental stuff, and this sounds like kind of like what you guys do naturally,
Mm-hmm.
but it is stopping the focus on the bad.
Yes.
It is turning the focus into what is good, and that builds momentum like over time. And like I see both of you guys post, they were like these crop top things.
Yes.
Like, and I'm like standing, I buy those things and I stand and I look in the mirror and I'm like, no ma'am, no ma'am, you're not wearing this out. And every time I see it, I'm like, what is this? That is a real thing.
Yeah.
I guess I will in a heartbeat.
It's a belief that you, and you are beautiful, like you are beautiful, but it is a belief in it that allows you to do that, you know? And so like we can pick ourselves apart and everybody has their things that they don't like about themselves. But you guys also have a lot of things that you do like about yourselves. I can tell.
Yes.
Because you don't, people don't
Yeah.
dress the way y'all do that don't like themselves, you know? They don't. Yeah.
No.
And there are days, you know, we're going to put our sweatpants on and that's just
Oh,
reality.
Exactly.
But that's not your all the time. I see all, they went on cruises and have like hundreds of different outfits. Like, it's like, I'm like, oh my gosh, they're just adorable. But that is something that you have to learn and practice, you know, and it's not an easy thing. It's real easy to look at, for one, it's real easy to look at your past, like constantly, and give yourself, it's not really an excuse, it's like, it's just all you can think about. So, this is why I'm this way, all of this shit that happened, or, you know, my life, the way that it turned out is why I am what I am, or whatever. And,
But what am I doing to change it?
Yes.
well, it's not even that really, I promise. Like, because what happens with that is when you fail, or when you get off plan or whatever, you can't turn the ship around. Because then the focus is on, I fucked up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so just forget it all.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Instead of making a shift of, well, I did these first 2 weeks really, really well. I'm just like talking about the challenge. So like, I feel that. I feel that too. I felt that. This happens with a lot of people.
Oh, yeah.
It's not. I'm using the challenge as an example, but every time somebody starts a diet or starts to try to be better,
Right.
you know, you get 2 weeks in or whatever, and you want a hamburger, or you want the Dunkin' Donuts thing, and instead of being able to just go do that and being okay with it,
Right.
and then
Get back on
moving
task.
forward, yeah, that's the part. That's the mental part. So it's like becoming aware of it first. So like for you, like what I would tell you to do is start paying attention to yourself. When these call you and they say, what are you doing, or what you're supposed to do, and you said I was going to go do something with somebody,
Right.
I want you to pay attention to what happens in your brain when you get off the phone.
Okay.
Because something, they're probably like, is she like kind of in a good mood, like kind of talking about
Literally.
like I'm gonna do the thing, you know?
Yeah.
And I think you probably honestly
Right.
are, because you want to do stuff. I know you do.
Definitely.
I know you do. And because you're a people person, people love you. I mean, they do. Julia adores you. I mean,
love her.
adores
Yeah.
you.
We do
All of y'all. So when you hang the phone up, pay attention to yourself, because there is a dialogue, well, it's a monologue that's going on in your brain that turns on when that phone is hung up.
Getting disgusted, like, you should be going. Why aren't you going? Get up off this couch. And just like, okay, prime example, we got a cruise coming up. and both of them really, but this one here, Mom, we got to get it together. We've got to shop.
Yes.
What was that one place you told me? Fabulous.
Fashion Nova.
Fashion Nova.
Yeah.
Fashion Nova's got the fashion. She said, I'm gonna be flying, and you better get you
Okay.
When they're roping that 2-piece.
Oh,
So
yeah.
now I got this on my plate. I got to come down so I can be
Up there
So
with
you
us.
can go to the
Fashion Nova
fashion.
queen.
Yeah.
Exactly, you know. And
But that's not what I meant by
I know, but that's how I feel.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
how I
Okay,
feel.
okay.
You
Yeah.
know, and so, and I have tried everything, Hope. There's nothing. Nobody can tell me that they have tried to lose weight
Yeah.
that this girl here hasn't tried. I'm serious.
Nor
Because
Jim.
because
Right.
that's
Nor
not
Jim.
Nor Jim.
Oh my God, gym membership.
She got memberships everywhere.
Everywhere.
And
'Cause that's
it
how it is.
starts here.
That's
Yeah.
why you have all of those memberships. That's why you have tried all those things, because that is not the problem.
From Herbalife,
Oh my God.
Yes.
The Jenny.
Slim
Weight
Fat
Watchers.
Jenny. I had Jenny.
Weight Watchers.
Yeah,
Weight
have you done
Watchers.
the keto? Have you
Keto.
tried the
Keto.
Yeah, I got a keto book if you want to add the
Oh my
keto.
gosh.
I bet you got a library of all that
Right.
stuff, don't you?
I'm telling you, I've got it.
What was
I've got
that
it.
stuff, that big total stuff you had?
Oh,
Oh my
matter of
God.
fact.
Yes. There it is. There
It's
it is.
disgusting. Y'all don't
Don't
buy it.
ever do that.
Matter of fact, you know, people out there, I've done it, hun. If
Yeah.
y'all want to talk to somebody about it, I am your girl. I'm gonna put it out there. I've had the bariatric surgery.
Have you?
Yes, I have.
I didn't know that.
See there, now you know. I'm telling Hope, there's nothing.
Yes.
Again, I promise you, Hope, you
Yeah.
would be shocked.
I'm not
I've
shocked
taken
though.
shots.
I'm not shocked
The
because
HCG.
HCG.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I don't know what that is.
I know all of those things. I know about all of those things.
And again, I start because I guess I'm excited in the process in the beginning,
Mm-hmm.
and then for some in the middle, I fizzle out,
Yeah.
and then I go back to my old habits.
Yeah. And it's all up here. It really is. And you have to want to do this mental work too, because like it is a hard thing, and it's real easy to not do it.
Oh yes,
You know,
very easy.
which is crazy because like it's as easy as changing your mindset. That's an easy switch, right?
Isn't it 21 days to change a habit or something?
Yeah. 21 days to change a habit, and then like 90 days to make it a lifestyle or something like that. I dare say that it takes 1 second,
1 second.
because it's literally recognizing what's going on in your brain
Mm-hmm.
and changing your mind. And it's that easy, but it's also that hard.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Because what becomes easy is the normal talk that you're talking to yourself, because you do it all the time. You tell yourself how bad you are and how lazy you are and how you're not what they want you to be and how, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And when all that needs to happen is for you to be like, shut up to yourself.
Yeah.
Don't say anything.
Right.
So usually I'm by myself anyway,
Yeah.
talking to myself. So
Yeah.
you need to get up, you need to clean up, you need to do this.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, let me sit.
Okay, I did it.
No, she said your sugar be up, and then you're gonna be sick tonight.
And then
I
you be
said,
calling
I'm
me.
not doing it.
Yeah.
I was upset.
She was. She was. I said, no, ma'am. Mm-mm.
Yeah.
And that's why I tell people, food is an addiction too.
It is.
Anything else anybody else is addicted to, that's why I can't judge, pointing fingers, talking about, Lord, they shouldn't be doing that. Because sometimes when you want it, and then they don't want to bring it to you.
Yeah.
You go get yourself.
Yeah, I do.
You do.
I will be driving out with
whatever it takes, right? Yeah.
And I'm like, if I get
That's
pulled
real.
over today,
Yeah.
I'm like, officer, you don't want me to get up out this car, and don't come close. I ain't bathed in about 2 days, but I'm going to get this coffee, officer. So it is. That's just
Yeah.
how real it is.
Yeah. Because the sugar, it causes like chemical reactions that are similar to like being happy.
Mm,
And so
that
it
makes
doesn't
me happy.
last very long. Like once it wears off, you're back in that mental like,
That's when you go
damn
take a
it,
nap.
why'd I do that? Yeah.
Not to
Yeah,
nap.
when you
That's
take a
what you
nap for
don't
real,
do.
that's when you do. You go take a nap.
And that's
That's the signs of depression. Like literally, you just want to like lay around because we all struggle with depression. I'm pretty much it's like we all struggle with it differently, but just laying around, just get up and like literally said, just go walk around. Like that helped me. Like I would like you know even if you don't want to walk around your apartment, we went to Duck Island the other day. Not to say you were supposed to meet us, but that's neither here nor there. So we walked around, looked at the ducks. We didn't even fast walk. We ended up doing 3 miles. I think
Just
I burned.
scenery. It was
Yes.
being out.
Yeah.
Yes.
Still burned. I think we still burned like 600 something calories. Just
Really? 3 miles. That's
Yeah.
really
like so it's like, and we were just having deep talks. Like we were just telling each other about like issues that we didn't realize we each other had, like issues that we felt that you know we never would talk about, but it's like it needs to be talked about. So we got that out. So we talked and felt a little better. And then we exercised at the same time. So we were still trying to be healthy. And I think we went home and it was kind of late, so we didn't go out to eat. Because that's what I told her. I'm like, instead of going out to eat, let's go walk. Oh, child, we ain't gonna do that. Okay.
But I can honestly say though, both of them, but this one here, when we do walk, because she can jog and everything, she walks at my pace.
Yes.
And
Does it make you feel like
No, she
yeah.
doesn't. And then I'll be like, I think that's enough. No, we can go one more time. I'm like, huh?
Because I told her, and that's why I try not to say it in a negative way, but I'm like, at your age, you should be able to do more than what you can. And I'm not gonna lie, we talk about you a lot. I'm like, look at how
We
I'm
did.
like,
You know I'm unfriending you now.
Yeah, you know, I'm a business now.
Yeah.
So we're not gonna have a conversation yet.
No.
and but that's what I try to tell her. I'm like, you try to. When I bring that up is when she tries to say something about like, well, you know, she's had 3 kids or like blah blah blah. I'm like, okay, I'm telling her, I pull out lists of people and she, hush mode. She can't say nothing.
We almost 30.
Literally, yes. That's what I'm saying. You can't use this as an excuse anymore. Because I know we should have been at our goal weight. She should have been at our goal weight. We all should have been at our goal weight by now. And I will tell that too. I should be, you know, but we're trying. Like, you know, when we get off. So that's what I tell her. I said, just try. I'm like, even if like when I told her she had walked, we walked around our apartment. We didn't even walk a mile. I'm just going to hope. We didn't even walk a mile. Hope. Like. And I was like, damn.
It was 0.74.
I was like, but I told her I was proud of her.
She did.
I did tell her I was proud of her, but I said, we need to work to be able to, because I said, at your age, we should be able to do way more than this.
Yeah.
And I told her, like, you know, when we go on the cruise, you won't be tired. You'll be able to keep up with the crew. Like, you know, you won't feel like you're being dragged behind because you'll be passing us, you know. Because my grandma could pass all of us at the age of 70 something. So I'm like, age is just a number.
Yeah.
When it comes to that. So, and that's what we try to tell her.
These are facts. These are facts.
And I told her, I said, I'm not trying to nag on you, but at the same time, I care about you so much that I want you literally to be here so we can go on trips and stuff. So.
That's the thing. Like, I see y'all struggle with, like, that's your mom.
Yes.
And, like, that it matters to them.
It
That
does.
you're healthy and here.
And believe it or not, my son long distance is.
Oh,
the same.
yeah.
I'm sure.
Oh, my gosh, he's
Yeah.
10 times worse.
Oh, yeah, Steven.
And you wanna know what is even ironic? Everybody who like touches me is all, even Dr. Maxwell. I've been with her forever.
Such amazing.
And she's just like, just whatever I need to help me. She said, let's try this mentally wise, different medications, which I'm trying to get off of. I mean, I do. I have the support system. I cannot say that at all. It's just me. I have to get up and get going. And if I don't, I went to the walk-in clinic for something that was minor. And the lady kind of looked at me. She was like, oh, your blood pressure's so good. And I looked at her like,
Not the judgment.
why is it not supposed to be good? You know, we just kind of left it there. But I mean, I can fill in the blanks.
Yeah.
You know, so
Yeah.
in order to keep me from pushing up that envelope, I do. I do. And it starts with me. Like I said, it starts with the man in the mirror. So,
Yeah, definitely. I think that being a little bit bigger, that's a whole other video, like dealing with society and what you're supposed to look like and stuff like that, because that's where a lot of women get really messed up. Because I mean, I'm looking at you guys and I'm like pumped whenever I see you guys post your gym selfies and your, you know, all of those things, and I look at you, both of you guys, and I'm just like, you're super healthy, and you're like, it doesn't mean you're perfect. Like, that's what we gotta get like out of our brains, but like, you're gonna get what you want because you are consistent. Do you know what I mean?
Mhm.
Yep.
So like eventually you're either going to accept the minor things that y'all focus on sometimes and be like, this is me,
Mhm.
but this is 100% the best me.
Right.
I mean, that's all we can do. I mean, we can judge ourselves and look at ourselves and pick it apart and do all those things all day long. And we can make ourselves lay in the bed about it,
Exactly.
you know, and put shitty clothes on and,
Mhm.
you know, not wear makeup and
Yeah.
stuff. And I've done that stuff too. And I have those days too where I'm just like, I'll put that on. Like, I don't, you know, and it's genuinely after like we've had a
Yeah.
6-pack and pizza.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's normally after what I eat.
Yeah. So it's just refocus, and you have to learn how to do that on your own all the time.
Mhm.
And so it's not y'all's responsibility to make her do anything, and she knows that.
I know she knows.
Yeah.
She tells us that.
You know
Yeah.
what I'm gonna do? We're gonna revisit here. You're gonna invite us back over. Give me
Yes.
6 months from today, honestly, because that'd be close to cruise time, right?
Is it
You want to come back in 6 months?
Yeah.
to
You
see
should-
if your mental is different?
And-
Oh,
and
yeah,
see-
I'm
and see-
confused.
See
Yeah.
where we are.
Yeah.
You know how they have those intervention programs?
Yeah.
And
And
6 months
And
later.
then we're gonna we're gonna have like a little thing on the
Yeah.
screen to be
Yeah.
like 6 months
6
later.
months later. Like Dr. Narwaz, whatever his name is.
Narzardan.
Yeah. And he's
Yeah.
like 3 months later.
Yeah.
I said,
Yeah.
6 months later to the date if you'll invite us back.
I
promise
absolutely
you,
will.
I'm saying this
I'm
on
gonna
camera,
tell you
I'm
though,
gonna do it.
I literally think that you can change in 6 minutes.
She took that real quick.
Well, look here, I got something to do it. Let me see what time it is. I got something to do in 6 minutes. I gotta go finish that iced coffee. I can't let that go bad, but 6 months,
Yeah.
I promise everybody, I'm
Yeah.
gonna do better.
And it's just, you know what, you promised yourself
Yeah.
because that's who's gonna do it. That's who matters.
Mm-hmm.
And I believe you can. I believe that you can get that mental thing. And I really feel like if you will stop focusing on what you're gonna wear to the cruise and start focusing on why you want to go on the cruise with
I just
Is
wanna
it- who
hang
all
out
is it
and
gonna
have-
be?
It is a bunch of
It's a
us.
bunch
a bunch of
Yes.
me. Yeah. I mean, every time something negative about that, about your body or about how much you weigh and about those kind of worries comes up, immediately start thinking about what y'all are gonna do,
Right.
why it's gonna be fun. Like that is the key. It's shutting that down as soon as it pops up. As soon as you go, oh my god, I might not be able to fit in the bullet. Okay, but the sun is gonna be shining,
Exactly.
and I'm gonna have a big old pina colada or whatever it is that you
Yeah.
like to drink. Like literally turn it.
That's
Just
gonna
like
help
that.
me too.
Yes.
For real,
yes.
'cause
It
we
will.
still struggle with. I'm like, oh, I want
Yes.
to, cause like I'm telling myself that I'm gonna look like this by the time I have this trip.
Yeah.
Instead of worrying about like what am I gonna do on the trip, I'm worrying about how I'm gonna look on the
Yes.
trip.
Yes.
So you're right. Yes,
Yeah.
I like that.
That is.
That's the thing with women, like with weddings and stuff too.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm like, if y'all stop worrying about losing the weight and focus on being happy, you probably lose the weight.
Yeah.
You probably literally would lose the weight.
Mhm.
That's facts.
You know?
That's right. We're thinking about the wrong things.
Yes. Yes. Well, I super appreciate. I knew this was gonna be good.
Yes.
I knew there was gonna be so much that came up, and it did, and it was a lot, and I love it. And you guys are. I love to hear y'all talk about her and her talk about y'all and
Yes.
all the things. And so if anybody has any questions about what happened here today, just leave them below and we'll get back to you. And I love all of y'all and I appreciate you.
Thank you
No
very
problem.
much.
Thank you for having me.
Yes. I'm gonna give a big hug.
Yes. Thank you, darling.
Love you.
I feel better. Yes.
Thanks, guys.
Bye. See y'all in 6 months.
Yes.
This baby is tired. I want to There we go. Yes. We went walking. We did some weights. It's a good morning.
What?